then my ears pop out. And it's only when I have on hats, so I always have to like tuck them in because I don't have big ears. I have tiny little ears. But I feel like I haven't been live on here forever, and since I'm home and I have time because it's only 7:20, I figured I would go live and chit chat with you guys instead of having a million stories. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some electrolytes in my water because I did have an Alani during my workout. So I didn't have enough water, and this is just electrolytes to help keep me hydrated, because obviously when you work out, you deplete the water in your body by sweat. So just helping stay hydrated, basically. This is like a grape flavor. It's so good. So good. And then I ran out of these DFTs, and they're supposed to be delivered to my office either today or tomorrow, but of course I'm not there, so we're gonna do some of the other ones I have until I pick up my package, which I'm actually off all next week, so I don't know if I'm gonna swing by to pick it up or what, because I need those DFTs, but I have others, so it's not a big deal. And I am going to double up on my shake. So we're going to do chocolate and mint chocolate. And I feel like that's going to be amazing because it's also 37 grams of protein. Okay? So I'm going to be full until lunchtime. But first, we're going to do our supplements. So amino acids, because I worked out and your girl hasn't worked out in a week. So you know I'm going to be sore. So definitely need some amino acids. Of course, my capsules, these babies, not only spike my GLP hormones to make sure that I don't overeat, but it also gives me energy, gut health, all the things. So if you know, you know. I'm addicted to these supplements, okay? Our Vita, this is not your average vitamin. Like, this is all the things. Like, I'm going to share some story slides later. This is whole other level. I was gonna take my allergy pill, but I don't expect to be outside, so I'm not gonna take it. I am gonna take my hair, skin, and nail vitamins because honestly, since I started taking my hair, skin, and nail vitamins and drinking my Pink Pro, which is collagen, every now and then, my hair hasn't been falling out as much. And like, if you guys know, you know that because I did have Wegovy for like 6 months, I was losing my hair by chunks, okay? And that's no longer the case. Vitamin D, which you guys know is my only deficiency. And then recently, and that goes with calcium. You have to take those together. And then when I did my lab work this time to check my iron and find out I'm no longer anemic, they said my B was a little bit low, B12, so I'm taking B12 for the next 3 months. Just one. I don't know why I took two. Just to make sure. And honestly, it wasn't that low. I think it's the lowest it could be is 211, and it was 200. So it's not really low. I just had a little bit low, and they want to make sure it doesn't go under a certain level. And so I'm going to drink all of these with my electrolytes before making my shake. Cheers. That's it. Those are all my supplements for the day. At nighttime, of course, I have my bedtime duo, which is Balance and Biotic. If you guys want to stay with a flat belly like this, you need your bedtime duo, okay? I'm just saying, you could listen or not listen, but I'm telling you, it works. And I'm going to put 2 cups of almond milk, but I'm going to do first 1 cup and then the other cup so that I can mix the products very good. Otherwise, it won't shake, like the powder stay at the top. So we're going to do mint chocolate. And then Now this has all the gut health, all the vitamins, all the things that you need. But then you add my GOP, and not only are you getting additional vitamins, prebiotics, all the gut health, all the things, but you're spiking your GOP hormones. And this is like having the shot without the shot, you guys. Like, when I tell you, everybody's results on these products have been crazy. Even me, like, I look so much smaller, even though the scale is not like, you know, changing that much, because I am training, right? Because when you live, like, a pound is a pound is a pound. I'm never going to get tired. I hate when people say muscle weighs more than fat. It does not. It's just leaner. So it takes up less space. So 5 pounds of muscle and 5 pounds of fat are still 5 pounds. But the amount of space the 5 pounds of fat takes is significantly more than 5 pounds of muscle. So where I may look smaller and leaner, the weight hasn't changed because I'm losing the fat, but I'm building the muscle. So it's part of it. That's why my doctor said I don't really have to get down to what I want to weigh, that I'm already, you know, good at my weight. But I want to. I'm 5'2". 190 pounds is still a lot of weight. And actually, this morning I weighed 189. I finally am out of the 190s. And I want to stay out of the 190s because that just makes me closer to my goal. I also spoke to my personal trainer today to try to change my session tomorrow for a little bit later, but that might not happen. But definitely next week to change it for later so I don't have to be up at 4 in the morning. And we're also going to probably do hour sessions next week since I don't have any time restrictions. Which means your girl is going to be dying, okay? Because if I'm dying with 30 to 40 minute sessions, and that includes a warm-up and a stretch, listen, today we targeted our upper body. I did the rope thing for the first time. I had never done that. And let me tell you, I already feel it. And then he had me doing the pull-up thing again, and it's only body weight, but I am literally holding on to two. I'm gonna have them record me next time when you do it. Literally holding on to like strings. I don't even know how to explain it. And lift and like basically doing a pull up, but like slanted. I'm heavy. 190 pounds, 189 pounds is a lot of weight for these little arms. And yes, the arm looks big, but that's a lot of excess skin. It's not really that big, but you see that muscle right there? Do you see that? Like, if I got rid of all this skin, you see all that muscle? Like, we building, okay? And then we finished it up with a little bit of abs, but I feel like we don't really target our abs that much. So I'm going to have to talk to him about that. But yeah, so I'm going to have my shake, connect to my computer a little bit early, but that's fine because nobody will be bothering me and I can do all the things. And also I want to make sure that I do next week's work since I'm not working. Because I don't want other people to have to do my job, you know? And unfortunately, we are a very small team in the US. And even with the support I have in Denmark, like, you know, there's a time difference and like they shouldn't have to do my job. But she also said you should be able to go on vacation. So it's like a catch-22. But I have my laptop. If anything urgent comes up, I can literally clock in really quick. I think I'm going to do a spa day next week. I have to just check what's close by that I won't have to spend $100 on an Uber or something. Or that I can take transit instead of trying to go all the way to Coney Island every day. Because that's like a 2-hour commute that I'm not trying to do, but I do want to get some sun. Hopefully the weather will cooperate, and I prefer a pool because then I could get in the water. I don't get in the ocean here because it's disgusting. It's like black water. But I'm hoping the temperature is good because this week has been in the 50s. Like, I'm not with that. Oh, I feel like the pills are stuck there. So we shall see. But honestly, I already have vacation booked for 4th of July week and Christmas to New Year's. It's already approved. And that still leaves me with like 7 days of vacation, y'all. That I'm trying to see if me and Jessica, we're going to London in November, because that would be amazing. If not, then I'm going to take time off during October for my birthday or whatever. So I saved those days on purpose. But I'm hoping that London happens, because that would be dope. I don't have plans for this week that I'm off. I don't have plans for 4th of July week that I'm off. I don't have plans, but I want to make it down to Florida and Georgia for Christmas and New Year's. So that's going to be something I start planning like now, basically. Because during that time, I'm sure it's going to be expensive, and I'm going to be there for a good 2 weeks. So hotel, all the things. So I don't have to bother anyone. But come back from Christmas break tan, yeah, sounds like Florida life to me. But anyways, let me let you guys go. This was just a random live chit chat with you guys. Yeah, that way I don't have 100 million stories this morning. Talk to you guys later.